Hi, folks. I'm Gene Witt. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm in my 70s. I worked in the semiconductor industry and management, and for about 30 some odd years, I pastored churches. And about a year ago, I started an art business. And the theme of most of these videos is going to be it's never too late because God, He's in control. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. This is actually my first my first video, and many years ago, back when I was in college, I was sitting in a grassy area. Two friends had come with me. They were in a Bible study that I was teaching at the college campus that I was going to, which was Texas A&M Commerce, and we were waiting for an event to take place. We were actually just underneath this huge stage. And as we were sitting there and just kind of visiting and everything, and we'd got there before anybody else had showed up. The expectation was there would be close to 100,000 people at this event, and that actually happened. And I'm sitting there and talking to my friends, and all of a sudden the atmosphere changed. We just felt the presence of God around us. We looked around and we didn't see anything, and I looked up, and on the stage looking down at us was Billy Graham. And he just kind of said, "Hi guys," and he turned and walked away. And during that brief moment that he was there on the stage looking down at us, we felt God's presence in a unique way that we as college students had really never experienced before. And I say this to share with you that if you walk with the Lord, whatever career that's in and whatever opportunities you have as far as influence in your life, you create a presence in that room, not just by who you are, but who you walk with. And if you're walking with King Jesus, you may not be aware of it, but you're creating a presence. That could be in your living room with grandkids or kids or with friends. It could be in your office as you're sitting at your desk and you're totally not aware of anything that's going on. But God is. And when God walks with you, His Holy Spirit is within you. When Jesus is with you, others will begin to notice a difference in the atmosphere where you are. So my challenge to you is, if you're a person who's maybe, life seems to have passed you by and the passion of your heart was there at one time and it seems like there's just no opportunity for it, hey, don't give up. Because just 1 year ago, my wife and I decided we were going to start an art business. I had dabbled in painting through the years, maybe painting 1, 2, 3 paintings at the most a year. And then just a year ago, God just really spoke to me and said, okay, it's time. I'm in my 70s now, but I sensed God was leading me to do it. And then just after we got everything started, just a month in, all of a sudden my wife had a heart attack and she passed away. And man, it's like the doors just closed again. For 3 months, I couldn't go back into the studio, and I was working on a painting. And the painting was about a young lady who was in the mountains. She's sitting on a log and she's looking across this ravine in front of her, this chasm that's in front of her, and she sees a log cabin on the side that represents her home. And she's sitting there thinking about, I've got it. I'm almost there, but it's such a challenge. And she's working through how she's going to get there in this little journey of that she's on to go home to be with her family. And knowing that was the theme of that, and it was almost home, it was so personal that I didn't walk into the studio for 3 months. 3 months later, I walked in and I finished the painting. And one of the things that I noticed that when I walked in and started finishing the painting, I became aware of a different atmosphere within the room. It was Jesus. It was the Spirit of God, the presence of Jesus Christ, or the Spirit of Jesus, whatever you want to call it. He was there with me. And I began to paint on a daily basis. So it's never too late. It's never too late to get started. Even when obstacles come your way, know this one thing: God's in control. Also know this: as you walk with Him, whether it be as an artist or in any other area, as God walks with you, His presence will be with you. There will be a influence that's caused by His presence. And just trust God that with Him, nothing is impossible. It's never too late.